2025 CES, the president of Nvidia, Jensen Huang, announces the new RTX 5000 series. The RTX 5090, the Super GPU Vault GPUs, the RTX 5080, a tier below said Super GPU, and you have the RTX 5070, priced at around $550, but we know scalpers will sell that for about $1,000 plus. It has the performance to rival the 4090, or does it? Now, let me explain. So, during the new CES 2025, the whole main point was AI. That was it, AI. The whole new, this is twice the performance of the 4090, this is twice the performance of the 4080, whatever. It's just completely based off of AI. Now, let me explain for you. AI is used to generate frames now. There's this thing called DLSS. Nvidia has been working on that for quite a while, but now they've actually made it official. They are willing to incorporate AI frames as real frames and say that that performance is going to either twice the performance of a 4090 or will be on par with the 4090. Now, if you guys know anything about GPUs, the 4090 is a beast. It's the best GPU, and it has been for a really long time. It's really hard to find any kind of GPU that even comes close with the 4090. So when you say this $600 budget RTX option has twice or has the same amount of capability as a 4090, it's really hard to kind of believe that, because again, it's all AI generated frames. If it didn't have an AI generated frame, it would probably be around the same performance as a RTX 4070 Super, which is around like maybe 1 or 2 times less than the 4090 performance. Now, if you factor in the kind of AI generated frames, then yes, it is going to be on par with the RTX 4090, and most likely will continue to receive updates until it is officially better than the RTX 4090. Now, if you really think about it, a budget $600 option from Nvidia still sounds good regardless, but we aren't very sure about the hardware inside. If you think about it really hard, how many of these kind of tech YouTubers are going to explain what kind of level of hardware is in there? Now, for me, I don't have actual info on this, but my rough speculation is the RTX 5080 is going to be like the RTX 4080 Super. The RTX 5090 is probably going to have 1.5 times the performance of an actual 4090, or maybe 30% performance bonus overall. Now, factor in this. Without any AI generated frames, without all this bollocks about the DLSS, is this really an upgrade? For me, I feel like it's more of a Apple kind of upgrade, where you just make it new, add in something cool, and then you leave it. Obviously, AI generated frames are very impressive. Obviously, we've reached that time in kind of computers where AI can do anything for us, but we've also reached the level where we either have to drastically improve AI for it to be incorporated like this into our GPUs, or we can only incorporate it into very subliminal things like our phones or maybe your watch. For now, I feel like the technology now is a little bit too advanced for AI generated frames. While I do believe that there will be better options in the future, I believe that the RTX 4050 or the RTX 5090, 5080, 5070, I believe that it will all be good choices as an upgrade or maybe a budget starter, but I don't believe that this AI thing is a very good option overall. I believe that it's more of a gimmick than an actual kind of improvement. I think that it's more of a kind of subliminal thing. It's something that can add to your performance, but not while indirectly kind of worsening it. because you still need to spend energy on AI generated frames, etc., etc. And sometimes it might make it slow if you don't have the correct SSD speeds, etc., etc. There's a lot of things to consider when you're talking about AI generated frames or AI generatable kind of GPU cards. Let's say for the RTX 3060, for example, back then they could only do maybe 20 FPS max. Now it's above 240 FPS, which in my opinion is mind-blowing, but it's more of a filler kind of frame of anything else. Would I recommend buying the RTX 5070? Maybe. It's very hard to speculate what hardware is in there and what its actual performance is, but for now a $600 option isn't bad at all. Now, RTX 5080, I recommend it for a good kind of GPU overall. It's definitely going to be an upgrade over the 4080, but while I don't think it's going to be better than the 4090, I think it's going to be just a little bit below that. And as for the new flagship, the RTX 5090, I hardly doubt anybody will actually buy it. I imagine all these scalpers will take it, maybe resell it for $3,000, $4,000, and then the price of the 4090 will drop, and then you can go get your actual flagship, the 4090. See ya.